Well, what is happening? It's Brian here. Really excited to spend some time to hang out. Here's what's up. It's Friday, and that means we hang out, we live stream, and it says waiting. Let's see if it's going to flip. Here we go. Hey, there's an ad. Okay, let's do this first of all. Excellent. It's great to have you here, Brian G. Johnson. I'm just excited to hang out, spend some time, and I want to ask you, because one of the things we do every Friday is I want to know how many videos you published this week. I don't know how many I published. I think I published 3. That could be about right. Great to see a lot of cool people here. You know, one of the things that's awesome for me is the live streaming got a little bit easier on YouTube. And now to schedule a live stream, you just click a button and it works. And because of that, we've already got 71 people here. I was able to schedule the live stream. It's looking pretty good. It's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with the quality. Pam published 3 videos and went live. Amazing, fantastic. 42 videos. Nini, 5. Yankee Outdoor Adventures in the house. Wow, we've got a lot of people. Slow down. That's a lot of information for me to process. You guys are hitting it out of the park. Stuffed daily vlogs, 5 videos, 0 videos for you motorcycle. Well, hopefully this is your week, my friend. Yankee Outdoor Adventure, good to see you, my friend. Who else is publishing some videos? Micro Story Hunter, 2 videos. Excellent. Rebecca, welcome. Nice to see you. 2 videos. Way to go. Fantastic. Here's what's up. Do not wonder if you will grow on YouTube. Do not ask yourself, is it possible? Decide it shall be. Stake your claim. And you know what? When you do that and you follow through with action, you will find that success. Danielle with the $50 super chat. Danielle, thank you so much. Cutting the Caboose. Guys, show Danielle at Cutting the Caboose some love for that super chat. Thank you so much. Great to see all of you. I'm excited to do some channel reviews today to see what's going on and just spend some time, answer some questions and more. So, fantastic to see you all here. It is great to have you all here. I have to let you know, now, last time I live streamed, as I'm kind of tweaking my windows a little bit. Actually, let's do about right there. That's good. And then like this, we've got three windows open on that monitor. I got a monitor there. I got another monitor over there. I got a poodle. You guys notice? It's not really, they're all poodles in my world. Notice the dog? Toddler videos. Another $50 super chat. You guys are crazy, amazing, holy smokes. Guys, show some love for those super chatters. Thank you so much for the super chats. Definitely going to have a look at both of Danielle's and who just dropped that toddler videos. Amazing. Thank you so much. I think that is my friend Matthew. Is that right, Matthew? Let's see here. Let's click this here like that and then go to the channel. I think this is Matthew's videos. Anyway, we'll have a look, and Danielle as well. Let's go ahead and see if we can extra poodle kibble. So Danielle says for extra poodle kibble, and my wife and I often joke because I got to tell you, our poodles do pretty darn good. So I'm going to be getting to channel reviews. Definitely going to have a look at Danielle's as well as I think that's Matthew's. Channels. Thank you so much for those super chats. And we just had another one come in as well. So I took your advice and changed my thumbnail. Said Jaffe, El Jaffe Reviews. Hey, El Jaffe, I remember the channel review not too long ago. Any other tips? Yeah, let's have a look at your channel here, my friend. Go to channel open. So we'll get those queued up. We'll take a look at those. We'll cover that segment in just a bit. I definitely want to take an amazing question from one of you in the audience right now, someone that's got a question about YouTube, specifically about making a great video. So how to get views. Study the videos that Nick Nimmin publishes. Study the videos that I publish. Watch Creator Insiders. If you really study all this stuff, that will lead to those views that you're after. Let me see if I can dial in CJ Nerf. Holy smokes. Here's a question from CJ Nerf. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Let's get into it with some great questions. Now try to pace your questions. Obviously, I am ignoring you, but not really. But I can't read a question and respond and watch all of the chat. So if you're excited to be here and you've got questions, cool, but just give me some time. Here's the question. I've been updating old videos and redoing thumbnails and channel art. Thank you for the tips. I guess it's not even a question. I totally dropped the ball on that one. CJ Nerf, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Guys, so let's do this. Drop a question right now, and let's spend about 20, 30 minutes, and then I'm going to jump in and do some channel reviews. I'm excited to have a look at your channels today and so on. I want to thank you first off for the love. When did the stream start? Football fan 123. Football fan. We're just underway, brother. This is like the credits are still kind of rolling. Yeah, we're just getting started. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, here we go. This is a really great question from Go Groomer. Brian, my channel is only 6 weeks old. How do I know if my content is pleasing to the viewers? And this works for everybody here. If you want to grow your channel, you really want to be thinking about exactly this. Is my content pleasing to my viewers? And the answer is by studying your audience retention, by watching for growth, by paying attention. Hey, am I driving just a few more views with the videos I publish every week? By paying attention to the velocity of your videos. That's ultimately how many views you're driving in the first 3 days of your video's release. By the way, if you want to track that, I suggest you get hooked up with Morning Fame. You can get a 30-day free trial, and a regular license is like, it's a cup of coffee. If you spend money at Starbucks, we'll cut that out for just one visit per month. $5 a month will get you into Morning Fame. Fantastic tool, will help you see what's working. The best thing you can do when trying to identify is this working is to pay attention to your YouTube analytics. Definitely going to take a look at channel reviews. We'll get to that in just a moment. Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you here. Feel free, if you've got a question, just drop it right now. I'm answering questions. How do I increase watch time with limitations of how often I can upload videos? What kind of limitations do you have? Oh, I bet you they're the limitations that you have on your own video. Hey, low budget, who asked that question? It wasn't low budget gaming, it was Island of Fun. This is a great question. How can we as YouTubers increase our watch time when we're constrained by life and a job and doing all the things? The first thing I would say is look if you're making progress with your videos. I know a lot of you continue to publish videos and you're not getting anywhere. Very frustrating, very challenging. What do? The first thing I think you do is you just stop. Just take a breath, take a moment, and really say, okay, so what I've been doing is basically not getting the kind of results I want. So I need to slow down and think things through and just catch my breath and try to identify what I can improve so I get the results that I'm after. And if you want to get more watch time, when you start really delivering videos that are in alignment with what an audience wants, when you publish a video that an audience digs, enjoys, likes, they're going to watch longer. They're going to be more likely to share, to leave a comment, to engage. That sends a signal to YouTube. If they share the video is going to reach more individuals. And all of these things add up to more watch time. The thing you don't want to do is if it's not working, but you continue just to do the same thing again and again, don't do that because you're going to get kind of very similar results. I want to let you know too, if you're dropping super chats, thank you so much. I'm going to go back, and once we get into the channel reviews, I'll definitely take a look and I'll pull you up. So know that if you're dropping a super chat, I'm going to take care of you. I hope that made sense. I've actually been working on a video and I kind of tweaked it a little bit. The outline, kind of the keywords I'm going to target. And what I did is I changed it a bit to try to get in front of more people by changing the keywords, by changing the focus from me to Casey Neistat and some of the things that I've learned through watching Casey, by being inspired by Casey. And I'm excited to release that video. And it's really about, I'm taking the time to try to make better decisions on the videos I publish. And again, I just see so many people that it's almost like they're on a hamster wheel trying to create content, getting the same results and asking, well, why can't I break through? The bottom line is you've got to connect with an audience. Hey, Low Budget Gaming, good to see you. Welcome. Hey, Lizzie, I see you asking for a channel review. Yeah, I saw that. Saustache, Mark, welcome, my friend. What is going on? Great to have you here. Micro Story Hunter, again, welcome. Let's see if we've got some other questions. I've created this comes from Leadership with Mike. I've created my title, multiple tags, all of which score a minimum of 75 out of 100, and said tags into the description. Okay, this is a great question. There's so much controversy right now about YouTube tags. There's a lot of people that think, I optimize, I pay attention to either Morning Fame, I pay attention to TubeBuddy, I find a score that is 75, I publish the video and I don't have squat. It's not working. One of the things I want to mention is I published a video really regarding a strategy that will take your videos and push them out into search, that will push them into suggested. And that strategy, part of it was I talked about audience retention. Think of it like this. I'm pretty excited about this today. We're going to draw. Oh yeah, hang on. Okay, we're going to see which one of these Sharpie pens is going to work well. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, who doesn't like to draw, right? This is why your tags aren't ranking. This is why your videos aren't ranking. This is why you can't break through. It's always the same. If you don't do this well, it will never work. We're almost done. Hang in there. Okay, let's see if this works. This here is a bar. It's audience retention. Audience retention is how long viewers are watching your videos. If your audience retention is subpar, then imagine that, let's say that again. Just how well you do with audience retention with the video you're talking about. So let's say you do kind of okay. And audience retention is measured on a scale of 1 to 100. You do okay, you get a 46. So basically, your 46 is going to fill the retention bar by about 20%. And that 20%, that is the ranking fuel. Okay? This is the fuel that you have to drive your rankings. So something to think about is if you want to rank for, let's say, YouTube views or get views. That's my niche. Very competitive. You're going to need a lot more fuel than 46 units. In order to rank for, let's say, YouTube views or whatever your keyword is, you might need 4,600. You might need 4,600 units of audience retention. And the fact of the matter is audience retention is hard. It's challenging. You're asking people to take time out of their day and watch your video at length when there are 1,000 other chances. And just again, how much retention your video has will power your rankings. So when things aren't working, don't think that it doesn't work, because it always works. YouTube wants to publish and promote not your video. YouTube wants to find a video that an audience loves. And when an audience responds, it pushes it out to even more individuals. The T-Cat, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. Really appreciate it. So that is where it's at. And everybody that's watching right now, I hope you're taking this information in, because the fact of the matter is so many people ask the same kind of question about why am I not ranking? The tags say this. You've got to focus on getting people to watch your videos. It took me like 200 plus videos to dial in my presence on camera, speaking to the camera. It took me 200 videos to dial in the lighting. It takes time and energy. And the fact of the matter is most quit or they give up before the magic happens. So hang in there. Hey, Liz, you just keep spamming away and maybe one day you'll get a channel review, my friend. But I got to tell you, honestly, it's like that's probably not the way to go about it. But just anyway, hang in there. We'll see what we can do. Hey, Pam, what is going on? Good to see you, Nico. Nico, not Nico. Good to see you, Nico. Hey, Rodney, welcome. Good to see you. Lots of people here. We've got nearly 150 individuals. Let's take a few more questions, and then I want to jump straight into Super Chats. Yes, Skeletorus, staking my claim. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's the stuff right there. And something about awesome hair. Well, that was, can we get a high five? If you enjoy Flowcharts by Brian G., can I get a thumbs up on the flowchart today? I mean, that took a lot of brain power. I'm going to be honest, when I was young, I inhaled. The whole purpose of smoking other things other than marijuana was to get high. I inhaled, and I can't believe I can pull that off. So I got to tell you, super, super excited. You know, what I just went through with the whole retention and striving and making improvements and believing it's possible. Over the last 4 months now, every month, my numbers improve. Not only am I driving more views, which I am, but more important than that, 71, cool on the thumbs up, thank you. But not only that is that more people are subscribing because I'm focused on not just more views, but I'm focused on the audio quality, the video quality, telling a story, hooking viewers, the thumbnail, take a breath, Brian, and so on. So keep pushing. Heidi, great to see you. I know you can do it. Let's get a drink of water. Can you dig it? It's funny, like, why does it look better today? I'm going to push up my bit rate of the live stream. My internet company, they made some changes, and they're saying the stream is, the bandwidth throughput is more stable. Like me, stable. So I might change that in the future. It looks pretty good today. I'm pretty cool. You just keep trying, and things keep getting better. Hey, Brian, if I add Amazon associate links, will YouTube shut down your channel? I don't think so. But really the question is what does YouTube think of affiliate marketing? Is it okay? Is it not okay? It's a bit of a gray area, but I think if you do it now and then on some videos, or you have a few links in your description, that's fine. If you promote, and it seems like a big advertisement, probably not so good. The tip I want to give you, hey, thank you, Mark. It does look good. I don't know why, but let's just go with it. And the tip I want to share with you today is that when you're uploading a video, and if you've got an affiliate promotion or a sponsored video, if you go into the advanced tab, the advanced setting, you can dial in, you can click a box that will actually notify that this is an advert video, that you've been compensated, or that you're doing an affiliate promotion. So make sure to trip that box. Here's a question from Learn What's in Front of You. Brian, please do a video on how to keep Amazon associates from shutting down my account. Woo, boy, that's a tricky one. Hey, what is going on, Too Thick? Good to see you, Nick. That's Nick. And Nancy, your brand strategist. What is cracking? We've got all the cool kids. Come on in. We're hanging out. We're live streaming. It's so good to have you. And I sound like I'm introducing Otis Day and the Knights from Animal House. It is so good to be back at the Death Delight Club. Anyway, let's do one more question and then channel reviews. How should you go about directing people through a website? And try to find that. How should you? This comes from Joe. And Joe says, how should you go about directing people to a website through my YouTube video? Great question, Joe. What I like to do is I want to make it super clear that viewers should go to my website. How do I make it very clear? Well, I mentioned first I want to add some value for the viewer immediately without going anywhere. So for me, what I'll try to do is, even if I do an affiliate promotion or anytime when I want to send someone off YouTube, is I lead with that value. It reminds me of a video I did, and I wanted to send some traffic to Nick Niman's Tuber Tools. I did an affiliate promotion, worked out great. I earned hundreds of dollars, and before I even mentioned leaving the video, I had a lot of good content. Okay, so have the value-added content and then get really specific. What I like to do is take one particular thing and go into even more depth. For example, let's say you're talking about jump cutting or using some special graphics. And this is what I did actually with Nick's video. I said, step number 7 is you can get transitions. You can get YouTube specific calls to action, like don't forget to subscribe and click the bell and you'll be on your way. Or audio call outs, like someone saying number 1 and et cetera, et cetera. So I mentioned all these cool things, and I said you can actually access these for yourself at Tuber Tools. Check out the link in the description. So I'll always be very specific, telling people to click the link in the description, which was not clear. I totally flubbed my words. So I would do that take again. You can absolutely access Tuber Tools, link in the description. That was a better take. I could go with that. And then I would even put text on the screen. Check out Tuber Tools, link in the description. And that is super clear. That's the best way to go forward and do that. I always seem to rank for everything but my key phrase, ha ha ha, and my channel name. So as in Spirit Productions, as you gain more channel authority, you will rank for your channel name. It takes time, and it really depends on how competitive and how similar other videos are around your channel name. So when I see In Spirit Productions, the word productions is pretty general and broad, so that could be pulling in a lot of different results. Mr. Imbis says, thank you for your tips. You are welcome. I saw someone about vlogging or something, And they asked about subscribers. Let's see if I don't know if I can. Oh, here we go. How do you get more subscribers? I just have 788. The best way to get more subscribers is number one, to create videos specifically about something. Video editing is something. Travel vlogging to Bali is a video, not so much about vlogging, but it's about Bali. Cooking, we've got Mark from Sauce Stash here. Great cooking channel. Mark does a great job, and his videos are specific. So number one, be specific. And number two, really strive to create something that's unique and different here on YouTube and bring that value. When we talk about value in growing a channel, we don't get to decide. A lot of people, like, my videos are awesome. You know, the quality is not a problem. Well, actually, it is. Because if it wasn't a problem, then people would be subscribing. You'd have more views. So these are some tips that can help you get more subscribers. And the biggest tip of all is, in the first 30 seconds, very quickly tell viewers why they should subscribe. Don't just say subscribe. This is what I say. If you want to, I say, hey, it's Brian. Welcome back to the channel. If you want to grow on YouTube, then stake your claim and amplify your message by subscribing. Click on the bell notification and you'll be on your way. Did you notice how I just said, and you'll be on your way? You'll be on your way. I changed that because so many people say you won't miss anything. The thing you want to do is you want to be different than other YouTubers. You want to be unique. You want to have your own style. You want to measure the value you drive through the audience retention, the YouTube analytics. And if you do all these things, you will grow quickly. Show us the poodles. You know, dude's got a point, you know. I mean, I, Brian Johnson, vow to include more footage. What is this? I don't know. Is it two? Scout's Honor? Promise to deliver more footage with cute poodles in the near future. What do we got? 147 people. What's the best way to follow up and take advantage of a video that has a big spike in views? The best way is to understand where the views are coming from. Again, in analytics, go to traffic sources and then see where the views are coming from. Identify if they're coming from search. If they're coming from search, identify which individual keyword phrases are driving views, and then create a video that incorporates those exact keyword phrases. Because now you know that you can rank for that particular phrase. Midnight Madness says, I show beagles. That's cool, dude. Hey, Selena, what is going on? Who else has dropped in here? Would love to see those poodles and your outdoor environment would work together. You know, that's kind of the plan. I've got some plans this year, Yankee Adventures, and I want to get outside more. I want to try to vary up things a little bit to push myself as a YouTuber, to learn how to create great footage and tell a story and be outside. And we'll see. I mean, honestly, I'm not sure. I'm willing to try it and test it, but I do know that what I'm doing now is working really, really well. So I'll continue with that because it's working. But I also want to be learning, exploring, and trying new things, because sometimes those new things outperform the old things. All right, let's get into some channel reviews. I want to let you know, thank you so much for the, let's do a little refresh here. 87 thumbs up. Fantastic. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I just refreshed the page. It looks like I got the ad thing figured out too. Like, for the longest time, I kept trying to save ads on live streams, but they're showing now, which is good. I'll earn a few more dollars. Before we jump in, I want to share one more thought about growing and how damn challenging it is for small channels. Because I'm with you. We are together struggling to grow. Like, you look at Nick Nimen's trajectory. Did I say that word right? Let's just go with it. And there I was. We're great pals. We chat a lot. We understand a lot of the same things. I feel like my understanding of what to do was in alignment with what Nick knew to do, but yet my growth took a longer period of time. Hey, Alex, you just keep spamming that sub for sub, but YouTube's just going to hold back the comments anyway. So, one of the things to think about is that when you start off, the payback that you get is very low. You don't get many views, you don't get very many subs, but if you stick with it, excuse me, the good news is that these are imported bubbles from France, so we should be good in that regard. So, like I was saying, early on, you put out a lot of effort and the payback is very small, and you run on faith. You have to hope that you can improve things enough to get the results. If you stick with it long enough, you will see growth. The fact of the matter is, most of the time when I review channels, people are too new. Like, they've got 12 videos up or 20 videos up. It takes time. Usually I see about a year is where things start to kick in. For some people, it's 3 or 6 months. I share strategies on how you can fast track that. Heck, go daily in the summer for 4 or 5 weeks. Use the keywords keyword strategies, and that'll help. But still, even that, like, relatively speaking, it's a slower process to growth. But then all of a sudden you get about 2 or 3 years down the line, and the payback that you get for the work you put in is much greater. In other words, what you get is way overboard compared to what you're putting in. But you're getting paid for the stuff you did in the past. So just know that it takes time. And for most of the channels that I'm going to review, is a lot of the themes will be, thumbnails, channel art, getting to the point, and so on. Making it easy for viewers, sticking to a theme, having a theme, and so on. All of these things can help you to drive forward, to move forward. Brandon, nice to see you. So many great people hanging out. Let's do it, gang. I'm going to press the button here. I really like, now I got Stream Deck, which is cool, and Super Simple Arts and Crafts. Thank you so much. It looks like we have switched over. Why haven't we switched over? Maybe we'll switch over now. Hello. Testing. Test. Well, let's see if... Oh, here it comes. Pressing the button. There we go. Great. Okay. Going to move this a bit. Going to turn... Okay. Blew my nose. That's always good. It's kind of like Inception, right? Like you're watching a live stream inside of a live stream. Just give me a second here to get things kind of optimized here. I just got rid of all the channels I had open, but I'm funny that way. What we're going to do is we're going to come into live streaming, and then we'll come into super chats. There we go. We'll get Cutting the Caboose, Danielle, up and running. This is from my friend Matthew. Matthew, it was good to hear from you today earlier. Okay, so this is Selena. Selena, great to see you. I'm going to make sure that I'm a subscriber. Selena, the first thing that you mentioned is that my audience retention is bad. Okay, so if that's the case, the biggest tip I can give you is to first just ask yourself, are you willing to dive in and identify what Sims 4 gamers are looking for? A lot of times, like, YouTubers don't want to do like the whole tutorial thing. And I'm going to go there because if someone is watching this live stream or replay, hey, there we are. I want to make sure that they're aware of the whole tutorial and keywords and so on. So hey, VidPro Mom, you're a pro. Good to see you. Nice to have you here. So let's go back here. And like I said, so the first thing is again, earlier today in my Tube Ritual group on Facebook, I posed a simple question, and I think this is where success really begins, right? So if we go to Tube Ritual, I just want to show you this. Selena, I think this will help you out, and everyone here is, Carl, so many people. Question, what is your potential audience? Who is your potential audience? And what do they want? So how do you figure that out as a gamer? Well, Selena, right? You're mentioning Sims 4 and other games. First off, I don't even know if I would put in other games in your channel art. I don't think it matters. It's not specific. Like if someone's really into Quake 3 and they see other games, which it wouldn't be Quake 3, I'm showing my age. That would be Quake Champions. If they saw other games, that would do nothing for them. And furthermore, I don't think this layout would speak to those people. So I would be like Sims 4, and that's it. Or I wouldn't even mention Sims 4 and think about what is it that makes your channel interesting, unique, and different, and incorporate that into the channel art. Okay. So again, if we look at my channel. Does anybody know my channel? Stake your claim, amplify your message. That's why you should subscribe, to amplify your message here on YouTube. So I would do that with your channel art. That's thing number one. Thing number two is like if you're doing videos on Sims 4, right there it is. The first thing I noticed right away, Sims 4, okay? Let's dig deeper. Okay, make a video about mods. Your retention, think about this, gang. This is a big deal. I've got to be honest, I have been binge watching a lot of Peter Murphy today in Bauhaus. If you want to improve your retention, Selena and everybody here, which again, retention is the ranking juice that will fuel your rankings. You get more points when your retention is high. Well, how do you do that? Well, it's a lot easier to deliver on someone's wants and needs when you know what they want. So how do you do that? Well, it's simple. You come in and you type in Sims 4, and then you go space and you see mods. You can make a video about Sims 4 mods, and if you do this 25 times, I guarantee 1 or 2 or 5 of your videos are going to do great, and I bet you your retention will be higher. Furthermore, if you go through the alphabet, look at all of these apartments, 2,400 views a month. And if we go B and C and D, like this is the way. And the fact of the matter is, and it's okay, like most YouTubers don't want to do that. They want to play games. They want to vlog. They don't want to target one topic, but it is an easier way to improve your retention, to bring viewers back, and so on. So, Selena, I would think about these things to help you move forward. Let's take a look at your channel layout. I love your thumbnails. Sitting room, girls' nursery, Sims 4, room building, Sims 4. Okay, one of the things I can show you about your titles is don't start off with Sims 4. What I would do is, let's do the A again. Remember it came up with apartments? I guess Sims 4 is fine because it's the keyword phrase, but you want to identify these keyword phrases and make this video. Like think about this, like your video here, sitting room. Sitting room, like to me, it's a room could be inside of an apartment, right? And we have people searching for apartment. Let's see if people room build. Okay, right there. Sims 4 room build. People are searching for that. And it's hard for some people. It's a big block, but do this. Start up here. Know what you want to target before you begin the video. These are the things you need to know, Selena. Do this. Make it a reality. Step forward. Don't say it's hard or I want it. Like if you want to grow, please make this happen because you're just going to show up more often in front of people, and here's the other thing I want to say. I feel like I don't think I'm completely ready for a Roberto Blake rant, but there's hope. And if I stick with this YouTube thing, a lot of you are like, well, Brian, the search volume is so low, and you're so smart that you're talking yourself out of good practices. Here's what's up. YouTube search, browse, suggested videos, and so on. Search is a small part of the big pie overall. Suggested videos can get you in front of so many more people. Think of search and starting off video titles and topics based on what people are searching for is like a small insurance policy that you'll get some views. So I highly suggest you do it. And even if the search volume is low, well, I'd rather get some views. I'd rather know that I'm going to get some views. And again, if you do this and you target a search term and you deliver on someone's wants and you know what they want Sims 4 room build. They're going to be more likely to watch longer. Someone just said it makes a lot of sense. Island of Fun, it does make a lot of sense. I get a little excited sometimes. Selena, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Hey, El Jeffy, good to see you, my friend. The thing that I would say for you is, number one, I don't think your font is in alignment with what your channel is about. I remember, it sounds like a song. I'm sure there's a song like I remember reviewing your channel. You've got a tech channel that's like forward thinking. It's modern. It's sleek design and so on. And when I look at your thumbnails, and this is what I see a lot of people doing, including myself. I did the same thing. And in fact, let me show you here. Let's go way back. Okay. Here we go. Oops. You see the font right here. It's also a comic font, right? And I like the way my thumbnails look today a lot better. I think it's more in alignment with someone that's teaching, someone that's educating, someone that other people perceive as an expert. Now, I never ever think of myself as an expert, but other people have said that, right? And now when I look at my thumbnails, I like the use of the font. I like the color combinations. I think it still looks fun and quirky, but the font is just a kind of a typical condensed font. And El Jeffy, I would say the same thing for your thumbnails. Like you're reviewing a headset, and the font makes me think of cartoons. And it's not about cartoons. It's about a review on the best gaming headset. So that's one of the things I would suggest for you, my friend. Your channel art. I like that it's like the Golden Gate Bridge. That's really cool. Tech and gadget reviews. I don't know if you need this from this San Francisco Bay Area. I think it's kind of cool, but most people are going to get that already. And the truth be told is nobody that is watching your videos really cares about it's from the San Francisco Bay. Not in the beginning. Later on, they're going to be thinking, well, El Jeffy lives in the Bay Area. They're going to get to know you. Think of it like this. When someone is searching for best gaming headset, they don't know you. Are they going to click because you're from the Bay Area? Never. So I would really focus on El Jeffy reviews, and I while I like the picture, I would make it more in alignment with this tech and gadget reviews. Okay. The other thing I would think about is like I'm seeing Facebook and Twitter, and like I guess that's fine. But for me personally, I really want to grow on YouTube. So I keep it simple. There's no links out because I don't want to end a session. It's more important for me to keep viewers on YouTube. I don't want my channel or my video to be the one that pushes someone off to go to my Twitter. Like it's not a big deal for me. Those are the things I would say, El Jeffy. I'm going to leave you with that because honestly, I think this is going to be a good change for you. And I think that's enough right now. So I would think about making those changes and you'll be good to go, my friend. Matthew, my question is this. Before we get into my question, which is more of a statement wrapped into a question, your channel header, the channel art looks great. I like that it's bright. It appeals to the target audience, which is young kids, and so on. My question is, what is the motivation for you to launch this channel? Now, I think I know what it is. I think you want to make money, which is awesome. Like you can totally do that. But one of the things to know about advertising is that number one, when we start talking about YouTube and advertising, already people are going to lose their mind because of the adpocalypse. Number two, the laws, the rules, and the regulations directed at kids' videos is much more strict because they're kids. So I think it's really important to have a game plan in place that will allow you to generate revenue. And the amount of views that you need with kids videos to make a lot of money is like, wow. I know you've already got a channel that's blossoming. You're growing quickly. It's based on magic. In my opinion, I think you would be better off if you're doing this to generate money. I think you would be better off to come out with an ebook on magic, to come out with your own product on magic, to have some premium videos that you host on Vimeo. Yeah, where people can pay. Have some other mechanic, maybe go live from your magic channel, or maybe launch another channel that's more in an alignment with an overall business plan. Now, like maybe there's a business plan. I would love to know more on what you're trying to, how you're trying to generate that dollar, if that's what your goal is. If it's just ad revenue, I think you'd be much better off in different niches than this one. I see so many people going into kids' videos, I think because it's easy. But generating the money is not easy. Like kids don't buy stuff. Kids don't have credit cards. Kids can't make a decision on the spot to pull out their credit card and spend $100. So I would really think through and ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? What do I want to accomplish? And if it's making money, then think through a business plan on a channel that will allow you to generate revenue in multiple ways besides ad revenue. I sell books, I sell PDFs, I do affiliate marketing, I make money with super chat. I'm going to be coming out with products and services. I live stream for TubeBuddy. I've got brand deals with both TubeBuddy and Morning Fame. I'm actually a partner in Morning Fame. All of this stuff was based on my plan when I got started. So these are some things I would think about. Matthew, thank you so much for the super chat. And dude, I'm sure we'll see each other at an event this year. And I'm looking forward to sitting down, having a meal and chatting, and plenty more ideas and tips coming your way, brother. So, Danielle, let's jump in here. Danielle, thank you so much for your super chat. I want to give you some feedback. I don't know if you wanted it, but I'm gonna go there. I think you probably did. Here's one of the things I've been thinking about lately, and I think we can. Let's do this. Actually, let's do this. So for a long time, I've talked about like vlogging channels, and I've talked about like channels that are how to, where you can target keywords like how to bake a cake, how to tie a tie, how to draw, how to build a YouTube channel, how to be an entrepreneur, how to write a book, how to sell a book. All of these are very topical and I believe a bit easier in a way to grow a channel. At the same time, and like Brandon's watching right now. This is for you, buddy. This is also for Danielle. Thank you so much. Cutting the caboose. One of the things I've been thinking about is that there are what I call no format channels. No format channels. And what I mean by that is there's not a lot of formatting that holds stuff together. If I go watch a Casey Neistat video, he's got the same font. He tells the same kind of a story. I know what to expect. I get a Casey Neistat style video. That's formatting. As humans, we need that. We thrive on that. We want to know what we're going to get. Yes, yours is a smorgasbord of content. Agreed. But I still think what you can do is you can do a lot of different things, and that's totally cool. But what I would do if you really want to grow, and I know you do, is I would be willing to think about, like, I have 5 topics I cover. I do weight loss. I do gender stuff. I cover losing weight. There's 3 right there. Make those into playlists and then focus on 2 of them based on either what you want to do. Because, like, we all have the stuff we want to do. I know I do. It's a struggle for me. Like, I want to do mobile video editing videos, and I haven't done them because I'm not that interested. But I know they'd help me grow faster. So I think we kind of have to. Kirby, what's up? There you go. Woo! Shouted you out, brother. I think we have to, be willing to do some stuff in order to get what we want. So maybe have a couple playlists that are for you, personal fulfillment, what you want to talk about, what you want to do. And at the same time, have a playlist that is based on some topics that the audience gravitates to more. I've actually focused on transgender and weight loss now. Awesome. Yeah, and I think the transgender issues, I think, like, if you get to the point where you're willing to talk about that more, where you want to talk about that more, or if that's exciting or not, like, I personally believe that could be huge because I'm sure there's so many people that are going through that journey. Like, that is a big, meaty topic. So I think these are the things that are on my mind, and just taking even any kind of entertainment channel, you can find themes. Legion of Weirdos, Christopher, great individual, cool channel. He came out with a video that I really dug. It was kind of like about a bad guy, a bank robber kind of bad guy, El Chapo, I think it was. And I said, do a bunch of videos based on gangsters. Like, what makes gangsters weird or like on the fringe, and make a playlist. And I think if you were to do that, I could totally see someone coming in, watching 1 video and then 2 and then 3, and you just multiplied your watch time by 3, your views by 3. And I believe that's how even a gaming channel, an entertainment channel, a comedy channel can grow, by still focusing on some type of a format and themes. Danielle, thank you so much for the super chat. So appreciate you. Okay, let's go to the next channel here. I used to have remember when my, I don't know if you remember, but I remember when my desktop was nice and clean, and it's no longer clean. Okay, super user. I paused to say your channel name because your channel header is so busy. There's so much going on. I'm like, Super Tube Buddy, Tech Mods, Reviews, and PC and mobile. I think there's too much going on. Like, there's so much to be said about simplicity. You find a message, find what it is about, what your channel is about, and go with that. The same thing can be said for your thumbnails. I feel like there's just so much going on. Block ads on Android with free ad blocker. I don't think you need all that text on your thumbnail. I think you could easily have Android ad blocker, 3 words. You could have a picture, like you've got a picture of a clock, a picture of a phone, a background that is a lot going on in the background. So it's kind of like you got a background, a clock, then you've got a phone, then you've got the words. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I don't think you need that much. Less is more. Nobody reads thumbnails. The reason I paused is because I was comprehending your channel header. But it hurt my brain because there was so much going on. Like, have like 2 words, like super user, tech reviews, and that's it. PC, mobile, whatever. And like the same kind of thing, like I said, for your thumbnails, less is more. It makes it easy for people to understand what your video's about. And again, nobody really reads thumbnails. They scan, they glance, and then they move forward and they just click something because it says, oh yeah, that's what I want. So I would really think about making these changes because I think those changes will dramatically help your channel. So definitely think about that, my friend. For me, honestly, it's like, this is what needs to be worked on. I can look at other stuff, but we don't need to talk about anything else until you fix your thumbnails. So fix your thumbnails because honestly, my friend, they do need fixing. They're a little bit much. So I would do that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Okay, let's find some more. I want to let you guys know, I believe down in the description, we've got the Tube Ritual community on Facebook. And some of you are like disappointed. Like you don't have any money. You feel like nobody cares. And that's not the truth. The truth is we do care. We've got a great community. If you've got questions, jump over to Facebook, become a member, and then, you can ask questions. I'm around. I answer. Other members are around. So check that out. Pretty cool. Super user, if you're still around. Remember I was mentioning how your channel was busy. There was so much going on. It was hard to comprehend. This is a great example of the polar opposite. Believe, Evan Carmichael. Look at his thumbnails. Jobs 10 rules. If someone is searching for Steve Jobs, this really stands out. It's a picture of Steve Jobs, and then it says Jobs 10 rules. Simon Sinek, 10 rules. Simple, easy to understand. Like, look at this thumbnail here. Dead broke to 6 figures in 6 months. 2 words and some dollar signs. Minimal, less is more. And what you'll see on so many channels is that the very best YouTubers leverage the power of simplicity. Like, look at Jack's thumbnails. They're him. They're simple. Teams of 20, Fortnite. I knew right away. It's a big game. Teams of 20. Like, it's just easy to comprehend. And again, there's no reading. You don't have to add all the text. So think about that, my friend. CJ Nerf says, Brian, I've updated old videos and I'm redoing thumbnails. Thank you for the tips. All right, let's take a look at your thumbnails right now. If you delete a video, do you lose the views? Yes. Sparky says, if you delete a video, do you lose those views? Yes, you just lost the views. Furthermore, you lose watch time. Don't delete videos. This is for everybody. This is a common question. Don't do that. Don't delete videos. Unlist them. Same impact. Nobody's going to find them. You still keep the views you had, and you keep the watch time you had. It's just kind of like they kind of go away. A much better plan of action. So something to think about. Thank you so much, Sparky, for the super chat. I appreciate it very much. Super user tech mods. I think we just went to your channel. Nico. Pull you up too. Thank you for the super chat. That T-Cat. Oh my gosh, I meant to put $5. Just kidding. No need to review my channel. Just showing my support. My friend, that is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And I want to just give you a shout out. I'm going to give you some tips. You can take them or leave them as a thank you. I really appreciate that. Review my channel. It is a channel dedicated to corrections. What kind of corrections? You want to make it easy for people to understand. So dedicated to those brave men and women who've worked behind the wall in the shadow of justice. Okay, I'm still a little vague. I don't know exactly what your channel is about. A channel for our bravest and finest. Tear Talk. Okay, it's about being in prison. So first of all, one of the things is this statement here. I still was unclear when I got to your channel, my friend. I was like, I think it's about prison because I see prison bars, right? And I was right, but I wasn't 100% clear because you mentioned bravest and finest, and that's a parody. It's not a parody, but it's not naturally associated with people in prison. Now, we've all been through plenty, and I don't hold any judgment for those people that have been incarcerated and come out the other side for the better. But I do think I believe in making it easy for viewers to understand. And I don't see the correlation of what this is about yet. A channel for our bravest and finest. So like maybe you were in prison, you've come out and you want to help people like make it to the other side. Like once they're on the outside, become productive members of society. And my thing for you would be to create a message around that so people understand immediately. So at this point, that would be my tip, because it's so important. Here's why. You see, because people make judgments so quickly, right? Like you get a second or so to make a first impression, and this first impression leaves me guessing and wondering, and it's like I've worked really hard. I want to go on video and say this. Like I've worked really hard on improving my first impressions because I was like the class clown. I was the kid that relied on humor to like draw attention and feel valued. I have dyslexia, and I struggled with dyslexia. I struggled with math. I struggled with learning in school, and I found that I could feel valued by making people laugh. And when I started on YouTube, like I led with too much of that, and it didn't work for a lot of the audience. So I worked hard on really making it easy for viewers that were looking for my content to immediately go, okay, I want to watch this. It sounds interesting, and so on. So I think really making it easy for people, and by the way, this goes for everybody here, is super important. And I would work hard to make your first impression crystal clear so people get it and they want to go, I want to learn more. I'm interested. You totally got me. And right now there's something here. It's really exciting. I can't wait to see more. But I think you've got to work on that slogan or value proposition that's in your channel banner. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. And this is the banner that I'm talking about, right, gang? A channel for our bravest and finest. And again, this really goes for everybody here. This is one of the things I want you to take away from today's live stream. Think about this. You want to make everything you do is simple and easy for those viewers you want to attract. You want to make it easy for them to see your videos, to click on your thumbnails. And if people don't understand, you're in trouble. Like, remember when you were a kid in school and there was that one teacher you had a hard time learning from? Remember what a struggle that was? So you want to make it easy for people to get it. I'm not quite getting it. I'm super excited. Rock on, my friend. So maybe it's for, and this is what I'm saying. You mentioned Tier Talk for the brave men and women who work behind the wall in the shadow of justice. So maybe you like, and yeah. So obviously there's two types of people that are at a prison, right? There are inmates and people that work at the prison. And it's sounding to me like maybe this is for people that work at prisons. And this is, again, about, my message about making it easy and clear. So these are the things I would focus on right now. The other thing is to come up with a thumbnail strategy, a branded thumbnail strategy. So when we looked at Evan Carmichael, Evan has done such a great job. It's funny. I chat with Nick all the time. You guys know that, I think. And when I was talking with Nick, and I said, when I started out, some of the inspiration I drew from Evan's channel. I loved keyboard battery very low. Well, that's going to be exciting. Oh boy, connect to a USB to recharge. And I was wondering, like, where do I do that? Where do I? Oh, is that it? For goodness sakes. Okay, we'll figure it out when it happens. So anyway, it's super important to make it easy for people to recognize your stuff. So the other thing I would say is have your own unique thumbnail style, just like Evan Carmichael has done. If you look right here, you see Evan's channel art, simple, clean, easy to understand. His thumbnail style is all his own. It stands out. So think about some of these things, and I think you'll do good, my friend. Okay, let's go on to Tier Talk. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. That TCAT, an interactive animation channel. Guys, do me a favor. I'm going to drop this. Let's see if I can drop this in the chat. Subscribe to this channel. I just want to say thank you for an awesome super chat. There's the channel link. Hit that, subscribe. Thank you so much, TCAT. I really appreciate it. Means a lot. And I'm going to subscribe myself. And I'm going to ring the bell too. So thank you so much, my friend. I totally appreciate it. Let's go to the next channel. Nico Ami. So I'd love to see some kind of verbiage about, like, what is it about your channel that I need to know? So again, this really goes to making it easy. And when I look at your channel art, I'm like, okay, Nintendo, gaming, but there are so many Nintendo channels, right? So what is it about your channel that's unique and different? And I would think about that so you can incorporate that into your videos. When you identify what that thing is, you can say it in your videos. Hey, it's Brian. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new and you want to grow a channel, well, stake your claim and amplify your message by subscribing. So that's my channel value proposition. It's in my channel art. And I would recommend everybody kind of figure that out. What is your unique value proposition? What makes your channel awesome? And you can do that right now, Nico, and that would help your channel. I like these thumbnails. They're very bright and catchy. I think you could minimize some of the verbiage, some of the words, and that would help out quite a bit. 50 things wrong with Kirby. So like, for example, I paused because I was thinking like, well, what would you do, Brian? And I would be like, I would put in 2 words for the text. First of all, I think is this Kirby? Okay, great. So I have a picture of Kirby. I hope that's Kirby. That's great. And then I would have 2 words, totally wrong. And that's it. Like if people are searching for Kirby, right? If they already know Kirby, if they're interested in Kirby, then those are the people that are going to click. So they already understand Kirby. You don't need to have with Kirby in the thumbnail. But the video is about what's wrong. So I would have just 2 words like totally wrong. And by reducing the amount of text, I think it makes it easier on the brain to comprehend. And again, especially like when people land on a channel, they're looking at all of these thumbnails. It's like really overwhelming. And instead of having all these words, just 2 words make it a bit easier to comprehend. There's nothing wrong with Kirby, says Costume CO Heidi. So Nico, that's what I would really focus on that for now. And I think that would be super helpful. Like I just don't understand enough about this channel. And I think that's super important. You know, like for people that are into this kind of thing, they're going to be more drawn. But still, by telling people what makes your channel different from other channels that are into like Mario or Nintendo is super helpful. And I would really work on that. So check that out. Thank you so much. Okay, Super Tech User Mods. Yep, we went over your channel. And again, thank you for the Super Chat. Really appreciate it. CJ Nerf, it's great to see your channel, my friend. I think I subscribed a while ago, but I did not. So I'm going to do that now. Again, I'm going to, ring. Sure, why not? Let's ring the bell. Okay, right off the bat, dude, I got to tell you, I'm totally down for what your channel is about. It's like Nerf guns. It's Nerf blasters. It's like assembling Nerf things. Totally fun. I'm digging it because right out of the gate, I kind of get a sense of that, right? Like I get a sense of that, and I like the verbiage on the channel art. Here are some thoughts. At this point, we've got CJ Nerf, which is your channel name, and then Nerf is the focus. So cool. Now we've got a picture of you once, we've got a picture of you twice with your son, and we've got the guns. I think if you had one picture of you, that would make it easier to balance out the tech. The text, right? So because you've got 2 pictures, there's more going on, and it's a little bit more difficult. Check this out again. 0 imagery, pretty clean, pretty cool. Let's pull up a few more channels that I want to share with you. I just want to, I want to share some of these, and I'll return to them again and again because I think it's important, right? If we search for Nick Nimmin, Nick does a great job, 1 picture, because that's enough. You don't, like having 2 pictures just makes it more complicated. YouTube and video tips with Nick Nimmin. And notice the name, super small. Like this is what's important. Nobody cares about Nick. They do now. Nick's like a hero now. But in the beginning, nobody knew Nick, but they came for this stuff. So we want to really make this stuff big, right? Like Evan Carmichael, it's just like believe. Like what I think, what matters to me, my values are based on believing it's possible. So for you, my friend, you're all about having fun and the Nerf gun. So what I would do is I would stick with this picture. I would maybe move it over a little bit. I would get rid of this subscribe icon and I would just have like subscribe or something like that. But if you move yourself over, you'd have more room for like CJ Nerf and then this statement here, Toy Blaster views and mods. And then again, when we get into the and more, I think it's fine. It's a natural thing to say, but it's not really necessary either. So the channel art, I think there's a few things you can do. And I want to show you again, same kind of thing. One picture of me, stake your claim, amplify your message, my publishing schedule. This is one of the things that I think is helpful. And I actually worked with Sunny Lenarduzzi for about 4 or 5 months. And she's really big on having a channel schedule and the channel art. And I agree. I think it's smart and it pushed me to do this as well. And the reason being is it tells viewers like, hey, this individual is serious about their channel. Like they're publishing on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I think that is more powerful than having something about subscribing or whatnot. Because people are going to know that already. And every time you do a video, you're going to say subscribe and people know. So I think when you go on record and say, hey, like, I'm stepping up and I'm going to publicly say that I'm going to publish a video on Tuesday, Thursday, and I go live on Friday is powerful and it conveys a message. So that's another thing that you can think of as well. Okay, so CJ Nerf, let's go back. Buyer's Guide, Nerf Gear Review. Here's what I would do. You see this Rival Phantom Corpse. Nerf Rival Phantom Corpse. YouTube. Rival Nerf. Nerf Rival. Here we go, right here. Nerf Rival Phantom Corpse. So one of the things that I talk about again and again and again is to take the keyword phrase and begin your video title with the keyword phrase because you're going to get more of a boost through YouTube. So here on your channel, I'm seeing buyer guide, gear, review, and then the name of the thing comes at the end. Now let's see, buyer's guide Nerf. I bet you that's a keyword phrase as well. So let's open up another window. You can never have too many open. Keyboard is still holding tough. Buyer's guide Nerf. Nerf buyers. Oh, there we go, right there. So here's the key. Still, the search volume through Google is pretty low, only 10. But still, this is the search term. So I would make sure that you're identifying the search term that has the most views possible, and then lead with that for your keyword phrases. Wow, dude, look at your wall. That looks so badass. That's like, that's totally cool for your, like the channel trailer. Or, this would be great too for your channel trailer. I don't think this is that, but job well done. Job well done. I like the colors and style you're using for your thumbnails, but again, I think they're hard to look at because there's so much going on and they're busy. Nerf buying guide, top 7, Nerf rival gun ranking, picture. I would try to simplify things because I think like things that are minimally designed are easier to comprehend, and things that are bigger, scientifically speaking, draw in the human eye. So I would try to do some simplifying of your channel art. Thank you so much, my friend, for the super chat. Cheers to you, CJ Nerf. I love seeing your comments on my channel. Keep me posted to your journey here on YouTube. And again, thank you so much for the super chat. Pow, fist bump, poof. Yeah, we're muted. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for the, you're muted. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize. And Tier Talk, what I was saying was this. I apologize. I didn't mean to offend you. I wasn't sure that you were in prison, that you weren't in prison. I just wasn't clear. And I think it's having that clarity is really powerful in a channel. So again, I hope you didn't take offense to that. I certainly didn't mean that. And we should have sound now. Do we have sound now? I hear you now. Okay, cool. Good. Hey, it happens, man. It's just a one-man show. I don't have a brother. You know, I don't have a brother like Nick does. Nick's got it so easy. That guy, I tell you. Anyway, Tier Talk. I feel bad now. I hope we're okay. Let's carry on. Again, Doug, will you spread the word? Let's try to shut the super chats down for a while. Maybe for forever, today anyway. And I'm making things big and little. How many? 131. That's pretty darn good. I got to tell you guys, before I do some more channel reviews, it's so possible. It's hard. It's challenging. A lot of YouTubers aren't publishing regularly enough and consistently enough to obtain the growth that they're after. With that being said, one video every week is plenty. But if you're not hitting that, I would strive to publish at least one video a week. And not just don't, and here's the other thing too. Don't just publish it. Don't like make a thing that's barely like you threw together something and then publish it. Don't do that. Just because it's easy to publish to YouTube doesn't mean we should. We want to strive to make awesome, great videos. And if you do that just once a week, you will grow. Let's do some more reviews. Yeah, why does the picture look better today? I think it's probably the lighting. Who knows? Who knows? Desktop. There we go. All right. Let's carry on here. Okay, here we go. MMA on demand, brother. You have been on my channel. You've watched plenty of videos. First off, thanks for that. I'm excited that you're here. If not, I'm sure you're going to check out this on a replay. So thank you for the super chat. Then we got Chris Sanders, rather. Chris, we'll definitely check you out. Thank you. Super Simple Arts and Crafts, welcome. My friend, I think I saw you comment a few days ago. It's great to see you on the live stream. Thank you for the super chat. Definitely have a look at what you got going on. Thank you for everything you do, Brian. It would be a privilege to get a channel review when you have time one day. Well, we'll do that right now today. And again, guys, do me a favor. No more super chats. We're cutting it down. We're shutting it down. No more super chats. We're shutting it down. I think that's how you do that, when you shut it down. Okay, let's open a few more windows here. Boy, having this Stream Deck is so much easier for me. Even though I barely really use it, I have two buttons. I have video and desktop. But it does make it a bit easier, and I'm all for that. VidPro Mom, I've been on YouTube 3 years. I'm at 18,500 subs. That is fantastic, amazing. Congratulations on that. Gonna pull up your channel too. So VidPro Mom, Your channel header, I absolutely love. It's simple, it's clean. GoPro tips and tricks, perfect. And you're holding a GoPro. And then it says Vid Pro, which is amazing. I keep saying please, no. Yeah, okay. What do we do? I definitely need to get... I definitely... See, this is what happens. I need to get something that says no more super chats. So I'm going to try to take care of everyone, but please no more super chats. I need to get the overlay. No more super chats. No more super chats. No more super chats. You guys hear that? That's a poodle. I'm using a Stream Deck. Hutch. Okay, let's go back to VidPro Mom. So, guys, I want to mention here that VidPro Mom has done such an amazing job at being really crystal clear with her channel, her art, her thumbnails. I get it right away. Like the picture, it's like GoPro. The name has got video in it. And by the way, that's actually a strategy I talk about in my book, Trust Funnel. Now, if we talk about Trust Funnel, in this book here, I talk about what I call the anchor method when it comes to creating a brand name, a book name, a channel name. And I talk about taking something that the audience that you want to attract, taking a word that they understand, that they're focused on, and putting it in your channel name. So VidPro Mom did just that. Now, I've got Tube Ritual or Trust Funnel in English. And for those of you in Japan, you can read Tube Ritual, which actually is like One Click Money, which is not a great translation, but yeah, it's Japanese. It's definitely Japanese. I'm not sure what it says, but there's that too. We're actually going to try to push this book into Japan too. That's the goal. So VidPro Mom, like I said, wow, I absolutely love what you're doing. I want to see, the thing I would say, number one is are you publishing one video a week? I don't know if you are. I think I'm subscribed. Yeah, subscribed. It says I'm subscribed. I'm going to ring the bell just to make sure. But I'm not sure if you're publishing one video a week. 21 hours ago, a week ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, a month ago, a month ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, 2 months. So I would try to publish on a schedule. I think that would be super helpful. And I would always try to meet that schedule. There's something really powerful about consistency. And also, one of the things I'll share, VidPro Mom, that's really worked well for me is to first publish a lot of videos. You've already gone through this. You know video, you know GoPro, you know editing, you're doing brand deals, but publish a lot of videos until you pull your quality up. You've done that, and once your quality is at a certain level, then work a little harder to publish one amazing video. Try to outdo yourself, and then what you do is every week you try to outdo yourself. Now, I did this for about maybe 2 months, and it worked amazingly well. In fact, right now I'm growing as fast as I ever have. I'm adding nearly 3,000 subscribers a month based on really just thinking about what the audience wants, what's working, and then trying to improve the quality of my videos every single week. There are a few other things I want to mention, VidPro Mom. I think you would do well to come up with your own thumbnail style. I see some things that are repeated, but I don't feel like there's a cohesive thumbnail style that you own. So if we come to Evan Carmichael, every one of his thumbnails, I feel like they're really branded. They stand out. It's his thumbnail style. It's his brand. And there's no question. When I see one of Evan's thumbnails, bam, that's it. Nick Nimmin, same exact thing. Same kind of font, same splat style. Nick's face, he's got his own brand, his own style, and so on. Same thing for me. Like this has kind of been an evolution of my thumbnail style. Like for live, I'm kind of mixing it up these days so people can differentiate from my lives from my regular videos. But there's a definite style, there's a color palette, there's the same font. And I think if you were to incorporate that yourself, it would really make a statement. And that's one of the things you want people to think about. That you want to think about. When people land on your channel for the first time, that's that first impression. And by having that cohesive style, that brand, it really makes a big statement. And I think that's something that you could do to help you move forward. I have to say, I've watched your videos. You're doing a fantastic job. Great to see you on the channel today. Fantastic. Hey, by the way, I want to let you know, is it over here? Oh, it is, but dang it. What? Well, it's not too bad. Maybe I just need to, I see what's going on. See, I'm pretty particular. There we go. Yeah. Hey, if you're new, feel free to click the red subscribe button. I live stream on Fridays. I publish 2 videos weekly. And this channel is more of like a case study on trying to figure out YouTube. That's what this book is all about. Tube Ritual. This book is about, can I figure out YouTube? And I started writing this book when I had about 5,000 subscribers. My goal was 10K in a year. And I made that happen, and I'm starting to grow pretty quickly. And I break down what's working for me in real time on this channel. Welcome to the live stream if this is your first time here. It's great to have you here. So VidPro Mom, thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate the super chat. Next, channel review, 1 coin only. Okay, this is what I think your channel is about, arcade games. And let's see if I figured this out right. Is this about arcade games? Karate Kid on NES. So it's about like retro gaming. So I like the channel name. Like to me, 1 coin makes me think of arcades, which makes me think of gaming. And I used to go to the arcade. Then I started playing most of the games on my computer. Oh, you don't have to review my channel. I'm caving to the pressure, people. I'm caving to the pressure of the constant flow of channel super chats, which is amazing. And thank you so much. You guys know how to make a guy feel grand. Let's keep going with the channel reviews. So I like the channel art. Retro gaming brand. I don't get the word brand. Retro gaming. I think retro gaming, I like that. I think you could have your own thumbnail style, and I think that would make your channel look cool. And I think it would help things to stick out a bit. So I definitely think about that. And so on. So thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And super simple arts and crafts. I think your channel art, my friend, needs something more. That being said, I totally get it, and I think it's sufficient, but I think you could do something a little bit more creative, something that could speak to the viewers that you want to attract. Think about what it is that they want and try to convey that in your channel art. This is known as a value proposition. So think about what it is people want, like to make cool crafts, to play with art, to do these things. And then think of a slogan like, think different, or just do it, or M&Ms, they melt in your mouth, not in your hand. And these are the things that you too could incorporate in your channel art, is to have a simple value proposition that really proposes the value to viewers. Like, this is why you want to become a subscriber. For me, it's because I'm going to teach you and help you not just to share your message, but to amplify your message. And you can do the same thing with your channel art. So I do that. And furthermore, I would include this. I would include your days that you publish. Go public. It helps people to know you're serious. And then that's pretty much it. I think that would help out quite a bit. And again, your thumbnails are great. I love the angular lines. I love that you got your SS. So what's super simple? Okay, cool. Super simple arts and crafts. So maybe you play off the word simple for your value proposition, like super simple but elegant and fun crafts, something like that. And I think your thumbnails are great, but I would work on them some more. I would work on your ability as far as like design and whatnot. I think right now I would give you like a C plus, a B minus. Thank you, Lizzie. So appreciated. Thank you very much. So yes, I would work on your thumbnail style. Try to become a little bit cooler thumbnails. They're not bad. I just think you could do a little bit better. One of the things I would say is to think about using a font that's a little bit bolder or fatter, because as the fonts get really small, they're harder to read. So something to think about. And make sure you're really targeting those search terms. Those, my friend, are the tips for you. Thank you for stopping by. Chris Sanders, Nerd Culture Video Essay. So that's pretty cool. I like your channel art. I love the little pixelated gaming characters. I love the word nerd culture and video essays. Like, it's great. Your channel art is fantastic. I would think about adding the days that you publish to your channel art, because I think it sends a message. But that being said, 61,000 subscribers. So there you go. So you're doing great, my friend. I'm going to subscribe. I'm curious. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really dig it. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I love what you did with your channel art, because it's classy. It's fun. You've got some kind of buzzwords like nerd and culture. So very cool. You're incorporating yourself in your thumbnails. Super powerful. A couple things. Okay, closing and then saying goodbye. The words are so small. Toys R Us, closing soon. And then you've got Toys R Us. I didn't notice Toys R Us in the thumbnail right away, because there's a lot going on, right? There's like this giraffe thing. You're crying. We're closing. What grabbed my eye was saying goodbye. So I would try to really simplify your thumbnails a little bit. I think that'll help you to really communicate the message you want to send. It's especially powerful for people that are looking for certain kinds of things, or when a video is trending or buzzing and so on. Eat and lunch fishing. I took some advice when you reviewed my channel a few weeks ago. I like the changes. Awesome, my friend. Thank you so much for the super chat. So Chris, you're doing a fine job. I like these thumbnails here, a bit of a style. That being said, I think you can do. I think you would do well to reduce the amount of text. I don't think you need this much, and I think less is more. It's easier on the brain to comprehend, and so on. Here, again, the text is so small, and the timestamp is covering it up. So by really thinking of like a minimal kind of design is going to serve you well. And here's what's up, brother. Like, your channel art is minimal design. Like, you get that, and here it's done so well. And I would try to mimic that in your thumbnail style, and that's going to be awesome for you. Okay, MMA on demand. Okay, first off, I'm going to subscribe. I want to say thank you so much for watching the video, stopping by. I didn't hit the button hard enough. Come on, Stream Deck. And it's a pleasure. And I know you've mentioned, like, gosh, it seems like I'm doing the work and it's not going anywhere. And right off the bat, like, I'm just going to be honest, brother, your thumbnails, they are a mess, man. I hate to say that, but here's what's up. Like, I don't want to not be honest with you. I want to bring you the real information. There's no way people are reading that or seeing that or clicking that, because there's so much and so on. I want to show you the screen right now. Let's blow it up a little bit. So I'm going to make it even a bit bigger. And right now, let's just see how big so we're at 150 times on a Chrome browser. And still, like, MMA on demand, full rear kick choke. You've got two people in each thumbnail. Like, it's just one person I would have like your head and your shoulders on one side, and then have this black line. That's what you want in text. Full rear naked choke. You want to have that, and that's it. So this works here, kind of. I still think you need to work on your channel art as well, but it works here much better because of the size. But in a thumbnail, it's just way, way too small. And what I would do is I would take a cue from the successful YouTubers. Like, here's what's up. If all the successful YouTubers are doing the same kind of thing, I think we, as small YouTubers that are striving to grow, I think we should just copy that. Not that we're copying the style, not that we're copying the exact titles, but we should copy the essence. And let me show you what I mean. Check this out. Here we are back at Evan Carmichael. A face, a face, a face, 3 words, a face. Nick Nimmin. A face one time, YouTube video tips. This is what's big. And then check out Nick's videos. Top 10 apps for YouTubers, Nick's face. Get your channel featured in my video, Nick's face. Live. Basic things YouTubers overlook. 1, 2, 3, 4 words. 1, 2, 3 or 4 words, right? How to add value on YouTube. So by minimizing your thumbnails, by really featuring a face, don't have a white background either, because what happens is it disappears against the YouTube background. You want your thumbnails to pop. That's why I selected black and red. They like leap off the background because it's white. And notice Evan Carmichael, his do the same exact thing because they're black. It's high contrast. Contrast is very important. You want to leverage contrast. These are the things you can do right now, my friend, to grow, to stand out, to get your thumbnails noticed. Less is more. Please do this, my friend. Again, nothing but love. I really appreciate you, and I know you can do it. Like, here's what's weird too. This is for everybody. Your information can be amazing, but if you don't deliver it in an optimized for YouTube kind of way, you won't make it. You won't. You got to get to the point like that in your videos. Have you watched a video and like ramble, and then you click? It wasn't optimized. If the thumbnail isn't optimized, you brush right past it. You don't click. If people don't click, how can you ever grow? You can't. It's not just the information, it's how you deliver it. There is so much to learn as YouTubers. That is the struggle. To learn the thumbnails, the playlist, the SEO, the keywords, the audience retention, the watch time metrics, how to present yourself on camera, how to live stream, and on and on and on. But the more you learn and the more you keep at it, the faster you'll grow. Thank you so much, MMA On Demand. I appreciate it, my friend. Keep me posted. I'm very excited to see what happens. And there I am again. Okay? Okay? Hang on, gang. I'm just pulling up a few more here. And guys, do me a favor, no more channel reviews. No more super chats, please. And Tier Talk, like I said, I don't know if you're still around. I get you're an officer. I apologize. I feel bad for Tier Talk. It wasn't clear. It needs to be clear, even for someone who's not the brightest like me. Oh boy, lots of gamer grandpas. This is a good problem to have, right? Okay, I think that's about it. Fish and Stuff, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Fly Rider, thank you so much for the super chat. Lizzie for Poodle Treats, thank you so much. All right, gang, let's jump into these channel reviews and make it happen here. So, Gamer Gramps, awesome. I'm going to subscribe right now. Let's make this a bit smaller. Okay. This right here, I struggled to read that for a half a second. Geriatric Gaming Glory. I love that. I love that line. I would choose a new font for this to make it easier to read, or maybe make this a little bit more featured in your channel art so you've got more room. Because like I said, Gamer Gramps, and I love the design. I just want this to be a bit easier. Like I struggled with geriatric, but I love that it's Geriatric Gaming Glory, the 3 Gs. Very cool. So your thumbnails need some work. Like I just feel like they're not, there's too much going on. Gets made. Okay, so like being a made man, I get that. I don't know if you need the sidebar in the thumbnail. That's something a lot of people do. For me personally, I think it takes up so much screen space in a very small image already. And then you've got gets made and so on. So yeah, I would think about a new thumbnail design. And again, like, yeah, I'm just not feeling these thumbnails, my friend. Study the thumbnails from like Markiplier. Study the thumbnails from Jacksepticeye. You want them to be like, you've got Civilization, but the lettering is the same color as the fire, and it's really hard to read, right? So like that's kind of an issue because people can't read it. So I would definitely work on your thumbnails and then tweak your channel art a little bit, and I think you'll be good to go. Also, like focus on the keywords that we talked about earlier. Let's Play Mafia. Like I got to tell you, brother, like that is so competitive, right? Like let's go to YouTube. Like even if you do Let's Play, to target that, Let's Play Mafia. Let's play Mafia 3. Okay, so there are 7.9 million results. Instead, if you go like this, okay, remember, 7.9 million results. If you go like this, and then you go A, here we go. Make a video on all the weapons in Mafia 3. If you do that, you'll reduce the competition by about 8 times. And furthermore, like that was our first one. Like we can find some keywords that'll be a cinch to rank for. Before you buy, best ending. I don't like any of those. BC, collector's edition, customization. Let's check this one out here. There you go. Okay, 127,000. Make a video about customization. A lot if you want to grow, then instead of doing Let's Plays, be willing to create some videos based on what people are looking for. It's a lot easier because you know what they want and you can give it to them. Easter eggs. Check this out. Easter eggs. 300,000 Easter eggs. Like there are a fair amount of videos here, but it's so much less competitive than Let's Plays and stuff. So work on your thumbnails. And even if you're going to stick with Let's Plays, you can still identify search terms that are a lot less competitive than Let's Plays. I would really avoid Let's Plays at all costs if you're a gamer. It's the hard way. It's the easy way, but sometimes easy means you don't get to grow as fast, or you don't get to be show up in search and suggested as often. So think about that. Gamer Gramps. I love this geriatric gaming glory, but I want that to be like easy to read because it's funny and it's yes. So very cool. I love the channel name and I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you so much for the super chat. Dig it. The Hippie Geeks. I'm going to subscribe. Thank you for that. The Hippie Geeks, creating magical life one day at a time. I mean, honestly, I'm still not sure what that means, though. So, I want this to be spelled out more for myself. I have an idea it's about hippie, and I see birds. I saw, mountains. Maybe it was Sedona. Now I see a bus. Your thumbnails, too, are really busy. There's text. Chapter 5. I would lose the chapter. So just like I've been mentioning on all of the channel reviews, simplicity in thumbnail design is super powerful. And the same goes with your channel art. I think there's just too much going on. I would have the Hippie Geeks and then 3 or 4 words that describe what it is that you do on your channel. I don't know what creating a magical life one day at a time really means to me. I want to know, okay, see, here we go. Geek Tech, Real Food, Sob, DIY, do it yourself. So maybe you do something fun with DIY, hippie, tech, or something like that. But I don't think this line is serving you very well. I don't think people would subscribe because of that. I want to know more. I want it to be easy, and it's not. So, and again, like this thumbnail here, wow, it's really tough because the background is light, the text is light. Let's even blow it up, right? Check this out. Right here. Now I can read it. Can you remove a wheelchair lift without no way. I've got this blown up huge, and when we make it small, it's just you can't read it. You don't need to have chapter 5 in your title. Nobody is searching for chapter 5, right? This is something so many people do. Video, please. You don't need to have episode in your thumbnail. You don't need to have episode in your title. You only want to think about the core things, the core elements of the video. If you've got a DIY on beekeeping, then the thumbnail and the title should only be about beekeeping. If you've got, excuse me, still getting over the cold. If you've got a video about Quake Champions, and one of the champions, who do I play? I don't even know. Slash? Is that a character? I don't play that game too much anymore. You only need to add that to the thumbnail and the title, not episode 5, not podcast 7. And by removing and reducing the amount of stuff in your title, in your thumbnail, it will be easier for people to get it and click. So I know for a fact that these thumbnails are holding you back a little bit because they don't stand out and they don't pop, and you want that pop. I've done so many videos on thumbnails, impressions, the science behind visuals, what tools to use, and so on here on the channel. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. And again, thank you for stopping by today. Okay, same thing with this channel art. It's too much. There's you don't want to have text from one bleeding edge to the next. You don't want that in your, oh my gosh, and the thumbnails are a mess. And I'm sorry to, you're already doing great, but here's what's up. And this is going to be, and I feel bad, like I feel bad when I do this, when I go in and I see this, and especially when you're growing, like you've got nearly 7,000 subscribers. That tells me that your videos are great. That's the most important thing. But it also tells me that you can easily improve things by making some visual changes to your channel. And again, I've shown Evan Carmichael's channel a bunch. I've shown Nick Niman's channel a bunch. The art, the design, all of these things are super important. You don't want to have like this kind of bleeding edge text. You don't want to have text screaming from one end to the other. On a phone, it's going to get cut off. Like the subscribe button, it's kind of ugly. Like I would give this channel art a D-, a D at best. It's just not that good. Just to make Doug nervous. Thank you for the laugh, Mike. I appreciate that. I gotta say, again, you are doing great, my friend. You've got nearly 7,000 subscribers. But that being said, like your thumbnails, like when someone comes and sees this, it's a lot. It's hard to want to dig in because it's like there's just too much information. It's a wall of text. You want to make it easy for people to understand. You want to make it easy for people to comprehend. There we go again. Simple, clean, easy to understand. Let's get rid of that. Nick Niman, easy to understand. My stuff, easy to understand. So these are the things that I would recommend for you too, my friend. Thank you so much for the super chat. And, you know, one of the things I like to do with my channel reviews is like, this is what we need to fix. Let's get this fixed. And then, you know, we'll do another channel review in the future. But no need to dig further because these two things are super important. And I think you'll just do better. Like go to Fiverr, have a friend, call up Nick Niman, have someone else do your channel art, have someone give you some templates to use for thumbnails and so on. Thank you for the super chat. Totally appreciate it. Okay, my friend, again, the sound in my side head trademark. I think the channel name is a bit long. It's not simple. It's not easy. I like the picture of you because you're in your channel art, you're in your videos, which is great. But I'd like to see a little bit more context. Like, what is it about your channel? Like, why should I subscribe? Like, I just subscribe, but if I just land here, like, I don't understand it yet. I don't understand what the sound in my side head, trademark, I don't know what that means. And you want to make it easy for people to understand and to get it. So I would work on that. I think your thumbnails are heading in the right direction. Like this here is good. You've got the outline. That's pretty trendy. Wake up part 3. That's good. I like the wake up, but I want to have more here. Like what is the message in this video? Like having the part 3, nobody, that's not going to make anybody click. Think about the people that aren't subscribed yet. All the people you want to subscribe. You want them to see your thumbnail and go, that sounds interesting, click. But part 3, that ain't it, right? What I do on my thumbnails and my titles is I will come up with, like this is a great example here. I start off with the keyword phrase, YouTube algorithm 2018. Okay, that is a search term, YouTube algorithm 2018. And then I add in a compelling element. The compelling element is dirty little secrets. This video does really well because people see this and they're like, YouTube dirty little secrets, and then they click. And that's really helped my channel do well. No fail YouTube growth, another compelling element, right? So dirty secrets is a compelling element. No fail is a compelling element. And here, what you have is part 3. So I would really work on that. And I would, like whatever your main message was in this video, I would target that as a search term. Like maybe let's say it's the power of waking up early. People are searching for that. Waking up early. See that? Motivation, benefits, TED Talk, to work out hacks in the morning. Now, I don't know what your video was about, but 99% of the time, whatever someone makes a video about, I can find the keyword phrase that could drive 8,100 views a month. But the problem is like you have wake up and we need the word early in there. And without early, you're not going to rank. Wake up early motivation, that's going to be a lot easier to rank for. But again, we don't have that in there either. So I would work on your thumbnails to make them really clear. And I would work on your titles too to make sure you're incorporating some of the keyword phrases. Thank you so much, my friend, for the... Do you guys see that I'm pausing a bit? Do you guys know why I'm struggling right now? Doug does. But poor Doug, all Doug can do is say, "Oh no." It's my fault. Doug's going to have a chat with me. He's going to pull me aside. He's going to say, "Brian, listen up." All right. So my friend, thank you so much for the super chat. These are the things that you can do right now to improve your channel, to get more views, to grow faster. I really appreciate the super chat. Thank you. The channel name here is hard. The contrast is very low. The background is kind of a wooden color. The channel name is darker. It's kind of hard. And this, the name Tom Franz is hard to read because of the font choice. So I would change those. I like the arrow that says subscribe. Click to subscribe. Super smart. So that's awesome. And I want to thank you so much for stopping by in the super chat. Best food, safe finish. Wood branding without a branding iron. DIY how to make a beard comb. How to make a beard comb. Okay, cool. This is another great example. See this thumbnail here? What I would do is I would have one beard comb. That's all you need is one image of a beard comb and then three or four words. How to make a beard comb. Okay, so that's 5, but how to is a few and then a and etc. And you can have those over this section here, and I think it's going to help you to stand out. So again, the same stuff, right? I don't understand, like, what is it about this channel that why should I subscribe? I'm struggling to read this. Like I see here, it's casual DIY, but if I didn't have the channel name here, I wouldn't know what that says. Now Tom, you're like, it says casual DIY, of course, hello, but hang on. If I can't understand it, I promise other people who are landing on your channel, they can't either. And you want people to comprehend, to understand right away. So these are the things I would do on your channel as well. I would simplify your channel art to make it easier for people to understand. And I would do the same thing with your thumbnails. And if you're a real go-getter, do your best to have a branded style for your thumbnails that you repeat again and again. The same colors, the same fonts, and so on. I think you're using the same fonts, and that's helpful, but I just think you can take this to a whole nother level, so I would work on that. Congratulations on having over 1,000 subscribers. That's like wicked cool. You know, I want to mention that I think a lot of times, you know, we see these big YouTubers with 100,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers. 1,000 people is a lot. Like wherever you are in your journey, appreciate the now, appreciate where you're at, what you're learning, how you're striving forward. And think about walking into a gym. Think about the high school that you grew up at and walking into your gym, and there's 1,400 people sitting there, and you're going to deliver a speech. That's the size of a subscriber base of 1,000. So well done. And I think it's important that we all appreciate, you know, the amount of impact we can have with YouTube. It's absolutely amazing. A little sip of water. So, Mike, same thing. I don't understand what your channel is about right away. I want to know what is it about? What's the value I'm going to get? And I'm watching the channel trailer. It looks fun. It looks cool. I love the editing skills you got. Very awesome. But spell it out to me. Tell me what it is that you do on your channel that would make me want to subscribe. It looks like it looks like you're entertaining people. I mean, that scene right there was really cool. I want you to come up with 4 or 5 clever words to describe how you just fell over in your chair. And I want that to be under your name. Your thumbnail skills are on point. That being said, I don't think this bar is serving you. I think it's hard to read your name, my friend. And it just takes up more real estate. And again, kind of having like the same color palette and so on. But this is the biggest thing for you. We're related, brother. We're related. Mike, we're related. I'm such a, what just happened? Here's the thing. Not all the jokes are going to hit people. Yeah, I think this is super important, Mike. This is exactly what I would recommend for yourself. And here's what's up, gang. Let's just call a spade a spade. The entertainment sector of YouTube is challenging. In my opinion, it's the most challenging space. So you want to really be focusing on everything: the thumbnails, the editing, the camera presence, the topics, being topical, seeing what's trending, etc. Hey, Car Galaxy, what's going on? You want to focus on all those things and improve. And the number one thing is how you deliver your message, whether it's a comedy message, a how-to message, whatever. Oh, Josephine, you know we're related. We're all YouTube knuckleheads. It's so good to see all of you. So, Mike, that's what I would work on, my friend. And here's the thing, too. I would think about a theme. If you really want to grow and you want to grow faster, I've talked about a theme all afternoon. Theming your content. Maybe make it about cooking and humor. Maybe make it about what you find interesting or quirky, and tie people together and make that a theme. But know that entertainment is very challenging, and you want to be getting these things like your profile picture. I think it needs work too. Like, I see the back of your head, but not the front. You don't need to have your name in the profile picture. It's too small. No one can read it anyway. So all of these things, your profile picture, your channel art, and have a thumbnail style, those are my guidelines for you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hey guys, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by. Let's click that. How many are still here? We've got 106 people here. Man, this has been so much fun. I think we have 1 or 2 channel reviews left. Thanks a lot for stopping by. This was a great live stream today. I had a blast. It was a lot of fun with all of you, and I'm glad you were here. Let's hit the button. Touring Midwest for Motorcyclist Perspective. So I like your channel name. I understand it. Highlights points of interest throughout the Midwest. So basically we have 1 line of text, the channel name, so 2, 3 lines of text, 4 lines of text, then social media icons, and an icon. I like your profile picture, which is a logo. I think that'll help you stand out. One of the things I would do for your thumbnails is I would just add this to the corner, like I do on my, where's my channel? So I would do this. If I were in your shoes, I would add your logo against kind of a dark area and put it in a corner, or put it like next to you or something. But if you do that, it'll add like an element that makes it easy for people to spot your thumbnails, like it does in mine. You see the angles, you see the colors, you see the G right? All of these things. But what you have right now is close to that, but you also have this white bar, and you don't need to have Touring Midwest because your A, the icon is enough and it'll give you more space. Like this is a great example. This how to access the battery on your, like it's just too much text. Then you've got the sidebar thing. So again, for you, I would work on your thumbnails. Less is more. I really dig like the, where you're going, what you're doing. Booney's Grill, Faribault, Minnesota. So I actually grew up in Minnesota. Minnetonka, Minneapolis, fishing, all that good stuff. Prince, Minneapolis, downtown. These are the things I would work for on your channel too. So I would have Touring Midwest. I would get rid of this line up here. I would have Touring Midwest. Right next to it, I would have your channel logo, and then I'd have one line, and I'd get rid of these things. Like, if you want it, you've got them over here, and that's enough. Like, keep it clean and simple, and have something like a motorcycle perspective or points of interest, motorcycle perspective and points of interest, maybe something like that. But again, the themes so often are the same: channel art, messaging, thumbnails, and so on. It's important, and it's an easy button once you have it dialed in. It takes time and effort, but once you've got it figured out, very powerful. So thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate it. Almost Sideways, all things movies. Okay, cool. I dig your channel art. I think it needs a little bit more. You've actually gone the polar opposite, and it's very simple, which I love. I'd rather see something like this. Let me say that again. When I review a channel, I'd rather see this, which looks like that, than some of the other stuff. Less is always more. I'd like to see a little more. What I'd like to see is I'd like this to move up a bit, almost sideways, and then all things movies, move that up a bit, and then one more line, which is when do you publish? And go public and talk about that. And same thing for your thumbnails. I think you can come up with a thumbnail style, which you're kind of doing, but by having all these pictures inside of a picture, like the thumbnail is just too small to make sense. Like I can't see what these pictures are. They're just too damn small. So I think if you focused more on the text in yourself, you would do better. And here's why. Someone searches for 10 Disney live action remakes ranked from worst to best. So if and really that doesn't to me sound like it was taken from a search term. Here's what I would do. Bam, right there. Disney movie remakes. I would name your video based on that search term. Only 79,000 search terms. And if your title started off with that keyword phrase, yeah, we're pretty much trying to wrap it up. Vehicle virals. So I'll get you, but we're definitely wrapping up here. You're going to do much, much better. So think about that moving forward, and I think you'll be fine. Keep yourself in the thumbnails. One of the things I would do is you've kind of got like the half body shot, right? From your lower chest, your stomach, and up. I would cut that down to, I think it was over here. How do I know where this was? Because I know. Nick does a great job at this. Shoulders and face, shoulders and face, shoulders and face. And on a thumbnail, like humans relate to and resonate with other humans. And the face is like very distinguishable and memorable. So you could do the same thing, and I think it would suit you well. So I'm going to subscribe so I can stay up to date. Thank you for stopping by. I see you're doing good. And I think by really paying attention to the search terms, by focusing on your thumbnails a bit more, and maybe just adding your schedule, your upload schedule, you'd be better off. Thank you, my friend. Unnecessary bluntness, sports talk. Your logo rocks. Really, really well done. What I would do is add your logo like I talked about in your corner. In this left corner, it would be very good. 3 movies at the Saints. I like your thumbnails. I think you could do your thumbnails a bit better. Like this is a bit better. I would look for a font that's a little bit fatter because it'll be easier to read, but generally speaking, pretty good. Another thing you can do is all activities. So customize your channel. Let's see if I can. Looks like you don't have anybody else's stuff popping up, but customize your channel so you can pull in playlists and whatnot. And I think that would help out as well. But generally, like a great start. And I love the channel name. I love the logo. You've got your website address. That's great. Unnecessary bluntness, sports talk. We've got the South on lock. Great. I like it a lot. Like I said, optimize your channel page. If you're wondering how to do that, or customize. So if you search for how to customize your YouTube channel, check out this video here. 2018, super powerful, will help you customize and actually drive more views to the right videos. And notice, like I keep talking about thumbnails, notice how like this one's easier to read than this one. Notice how I've got more of my face in the thumbnail. It's like my face, my shoulders. You can see me growing too, and so on. So these are the things I would recommend for you, my friend. Thank you so much for the super chat. Waz plays. Again, same thing. What is it about your channel? Really important to explain why people should subscribe. And the same thing with your thumbnails. They're a bit busy. Different color combinations not really working together. So the text size is like whatever that says is nobody's going to read that. So that just makes it kind of messier. Okay, so guys, that's it for Waz. We're going to wrap up casual unboxing. We'll get to you on a channel review on the next round. Thank you so much. No more channel reviews. Let's see if we can do this. If we come in here, can I just go like Q&A? Can I go Q? Can I, if I delete that, will it update? Maybe. All changes saved. Okay, that's cool. Oh, it still says channel reviews. Go away, channel reviews. Go away. So gang, thank you so much for stopping by. Man, this was a boatload of fun. I had so much fun. And for those of you that just dropped a super chat, I'll get you next time. So wait for my next live stream, and I'll start off, or I'll very early on, I'll get your super chats in. Oh, wanted to donate. Wow. Thank you. Two. You're taking the pressure off me. Thank you so much. It did go away. Cool. So hopefully it goes away here too when I'm mentioning on the YouTube homepage. Let's see. No, it still says channel reviews on YouTube. See, this is the problem, right, Doug? Maybe new people that are coming on though, maybe their YouTube homepages won't say channel reviews. But anyway, wow, that was so nice of you. Wow. Casual Unboxing says, it's okay, I just wanted to donate. Love your tips and tricks. Well, I really love making the videos. It's been such an honor. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying them, getting the tips, and so on. This has been a boatload of fun. I so very much appreciate it. Doug, thank you. Doug, I was wondering, hey, it's like there's no Doug today, but we did okay. There weren't hardly any bad people, so that's cool. We still have 89 people watching, so that's very cool as well. I'm going to minimize this a bit. So I I want to let you know that you are appreciated. Have an amazing weekend. I'll see you next time. You dig? And do this. Believe that it is possible. Believe that you can grow. Know that it will take some effort. Know that you will have to put in the work. And sometimes it will make you wonder, like, is this worth it? It doesn't seem like anything is happening. But no, if you keep on, if you keep moving forward, if you do the thing, if that is publishing videos, studying how to make better videos, you can absolutely grow on YouTube. Anything is possible. If I'm doing it, a guy with no technical understanding of cameras, a guy that had some understanding of SEO, but like all the other stuff, not so much. I've been growing and you can too. Stake your claim and amplify your message. And when you do that, pretty darn exciting. Sparky, thank you for stopping by. You're a real estate whisperer. You're welcome. Joe, it was great to see you here. Super user, it was an honor to review your channel. Thank you for the super chat. Go Groomer, listen. It takes a while to gain traction. Strive to publish better videos. If you constantly do that and you're learning about the platform, you're paying attention to the keywords, you're focused on thumbnails, and this goes for everybody, you will grow. I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by, gang.